Well, that was a look at how businesses in Urumqi have been coping in the wake of the riots. But many of the region's 21 million inhabitants live outside the big cities and have been hit just as hard by the decline in tourist numbers. Mark Dreyer travelled to the mountains north of the capital to see how residents there have been affected.
Nearly 2,000 miles away from Beijing, thousands of people here behind me, living in the shadow of the Silk Road ski resort, are trying to make a living off the tourist industry here in Xinjiang. But ever since July, that hasn't been easy. One such person is Ma Shi from the ethnic Hui group that makes up 5% of the region's population. Like dozens of others on this road, she and her husband run a bed and breakfast of sorts, known as a nongjia le in Chinese, where people come to eat and sometimes stay the night. Shi describes business as good over the past 6 years, and it's brought the family an annual income of around $17,000.
In the past, we ate noodles for dinner and we only had potato soup in the morning. Now we have 2 to 3 dishes for each meal. We don't have any difficulties.
Xinjiang is as close to Iran as it is to Beijing, and Shi says she's not in the least bit affected by the happenings of the rest of the country. But she admits that the events of July on her own doorstep had a big influence on her family.
I don't watch TV, but my husband does because I'm illiterate. He learned about the events of July 5th from TV and told me about them, but I didn't watch. I'm always busy doing housework, so I don't have time to watch TV. He was quite unhappy about it and criticized the people who caused it.
Tourism was virtually non-existent in July and August, but Shi said that by the end of September, things were already picking up again. Judging by the lack of activity at the ski resort, though, that could be more like wishful thinking. There's no denying the stunning beauty of the vast region, a breathtaking constant despite the recent upheaval. But until the perception outside Xinjiang returns to something approaching pre-July attitudes, millions of potential tourists will be missing out on views like these. Meanwhile, for ordinary residents, life goes on as before. Thanks to a large government subsidy, Ma and her husband now own their house outright, but there are still bills to pay and material purchases to long for.
My husband dreams of having a good car. He doesn't have any other dreams. We have saved money and we have got things to eat, drink and wear, but he just wants a good car.
And as with many people across China, whatever their ethnicity, the family unit retains the greatest importance. Shi has a 10-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter.
I said to her one day, "You should study hard or you won't be able to go to university and I'll go crazy." She said, "Mom, don't worry, I won't disappoint you." I told her that we haven't got much education, so we had to earn money by doing odd jobs in the past. She promised she would study hard. I just hope she will get a job and lead a better life than we do.
Mark Dreyer, BON.